Since the arrival of personal computers, documents are created at an incredible rate. As a result, the need to organize electronic files has also increased dramatically. In this segment, we'll be joined by Tony DiPaolo, Manager of Sales and Marketing for an international coffee company, who will tell us how he uses Windows 95 to help keep track of a wide variety of information.
In my job, I create a lot of documents and files. Everything from memos, letters, and marketing proposals to charts and graphs, even slideshows to support my sales presentations. But it's not enough to create effective communication tools. You also have to be able to keep track of them. With Windows 95, finding, saving, moving, copying, and printing your electronic files is fast and easy. To find out how fast and easy, click a topic on the right.
Windows 95 makes it easy to organize your working environment. Windows 95 makes it easy to organize your working environment. In Windows 95, your documents and programs are stored in folders, which in previous versions of Windows were called directories. Folders simplify your work by grouping related files in one place. All documents, programs, folders, and devices are represented as icons that can be moved, copied, or grouped inside other folders. To do all these things, Windows has provided you with various tools and techniques. When you first start Windows 95, you'll see three important icons at the top left of your screen. My Computer gives you access to all disk drives, folders, and printers on your computer. Network Neighborhood lets you see all resources available to you on the network. Recycle Bin stores files that you don't want anymore. These three tools combined give you complete access to all the resources available on your PC. Open the My Computer icon by double-clicking it or by right-clicking it and choosing Open. This lets you quickly and easily see the drives and resources on your computer. Double-click a drive icon or click it once and choose Open from the File menu to look at the files and folders on that drive. Folders can contain files, programs, and even other folders. To open a file or folder, just double-click it or choose Open from the File menu. Press the backspace key to switch back to a previous folder. Network Neighborhood is much like My Computer, except that it shows you all the computers and resources available to you on the entire network and not just your computer. It only appears on your desktop if you are connected to a network. To see more information on Network Neighborhood, click the Using a Network Studio light. Recycle Bin holds your files, folders, or shortcuts until you permanently delete them by emptying it. If you want to retrieve an item from Recycle Bin, double-click to open it, click the file you want to retrieve, then from the File menu, choose Restore. To retrieve several files, hold down the Control key while clicking each one. To empty Recycle Bin, right-click its icon and choose Empty Recycle Bin. Another way is to double-click the Recycle Bin icon, then choose Empty Recycle Bin from the File menu. If you want to delete only some of the items, hold down the Control key while clicking each item, then from the File menu, choose Delete. You can change some of the operating characteristics of Recycle Bin by right-clicking its icon, then clicking Properties. This gives you options for changing the capacity of Recycle Bin, displaying delete confirmation messages, and using different settings for different drives. Windows Explorer is a file management tool that lets you navigate through all available drives and folders and view the files and folders they contain. To start Windows Explorer, click the Start menu, point to Programs, and then click Windows Explorer. The Explorer window contains two panes, All Folders and Contents Of. Contents Of looks very much like a window in My Computer. It lets you see all the files and folders in the current folder. The current folder is the one that is highlighted in All Folders, which shows all drives and folders in a structured hierarchy. These two panes are divided by a split bar that can be moved by dragging it, so you can view either more of the folders or more of the contents. To view the contents of a folder, click its icon in All Folders. If required, click the scroll bar to move up or down the hierarchy and view more folder icons. You can also move around using the keyboard. Press the Tab key until you activate all folders, then use the up and down arrow keys to move through the list. Use the Page Up or Page Down keys to scroll up and down the hierarchy. Any folder within another folder is called a subfolder. Subfolders are displayed in both Contents of and All Folders. You can view the contents of a subfolder by clicking its icon in All Folders or by double-clicking its icon in Contents of. A folder that has a plus sign to the left of its icon contains hidden subfolders, which you can display by clicking the plus sign or by pressing plus on the numeric keypad. To expand all subdirectory branches in one directory, press asterisk on the numeric keypad. A folder that is already expanded to show its subfolders has a minus sign to the left of its folder icon. You can collapse a folder and hide its subfolders by clicking the minus sign or by pressing minus on the numeric keypad. With Windows 95, you can manage your files and folders equally well with either My Computer or Windows Explorer. The commands and procedures are the same for both. Files and folders are usually displayed as large icons. However, you can change the appearance of these items to show them as small icons, or to display file sizes, file types, modification dates, and times. Click the View menu. To show just the file names, choose Large Icons or Small Icons. To list all items with small icons aligned to the left, choose List. If you want to show all file details, including name, size, type, and last modification date and time, choose Details. Files and folders are normally listed in alphabetical order. By choosing Arrange Icons from the View menu, you can sort them by name, by type, by size, or by date. When set, Auto Arrange will rearrange the icons in a folder whenever the window size changes or whenever icons are added, deleted, or moved. Icons can also be arranged neatly into rows and columns. To do so, choose Line Up Icons from the View menu. To see additional View commands, choose Options from the View menu. On the View tab, you can select to show all files or to hide certain system files. This prevents them from being seen in Windows Explorer or My Computer and accidentally deleted. Click the File Types tab to register a file type with Windows. Windows 95 uses specific file extensions to automatically associate data files with applications. When you click a document with a registered file type, it automatically opens with its application. If a file type is not registered, click the New Type button to add it. To remove a registered file type, select it and choose Remove. When you're done, choose OK. Sometimes you'll need to create a new folder to help organize your files. To do this, open the folder in which you want to create the new one. Choose New from the File menu, then choose the folder item. Enter a name in the text box below the new folder and press Enter. This name will also be displayed in the title bar of its open window. You can rename a file or folder by selecting it and choosing the Rename command from the File menu in either My Computer or Windows Explorer. Enter the new name, then press Enter. An easier way to change a name is to click the icon, click the name, then enter a new name. Windows 95 gives you the ability to copy, move, and delete one or more files or folders. To do this, you must first select them. There are a number of ways to do this. You can select a single file or folder by clicking it. Select a range of adjacent files and folders by holding down the mouse button and dragging a rectangle around those you want. Another way to select a range of adjacent files is to click the first file, hold down the Shift key, and click the last file. To select a range of files and folders that are not adjacent, hold down the Control key and click each item you want. To select all the files and folders in the window, choose Select All from the Edit menu. To copy selected files or folders, hold down the Control key and drag the pointer from the source folder to the destination folder or the desktop. You do not need to press Control when copying files between different drives. Another way to copy a file or folder is to select it and choose Copy from the Edit menu. Open the folder in which you want to place the file or folder, then choose Paste from the Edit menu. To move selected files or folders, hold down the Shift key while dragging the pointer from the source folder to the destination folder or the desktop. You do not have to press Shift if you are moving files on the same drive. You can also move a file or folder by selecting it and choosing Cut from the Edit menu. Open the folder in which you want to place the file or folder, then choose Paste from the Edit menu. To delete file, folder, or shortcut icons, just drag them into Recycle Bin. Another way is to select them and choose Delete from the File menu or press the Delete key. Confirm your action by clicking OK. Shortcuts are represented by icons with small jump arrows, signifying that they point to objects that are kept somewhere else. You can quickly access a folder, document, program, or printer by clicking its shortcut icon. To create a shortcut, hold down the Control and Shift keys and drag the source object to a folder or anywhere on the desktop. Another way is to select the object and choose Create Shortcut from the File menu, or to right-click the object and choose Create Shortcut. Shortcuts can also be renamed or deleted without affecting the source object. If the source object is ever renamed, the shortcut will be automatically redefined to reflect the name change, but the name of the shortcut will not change. To change the attributes of a folder or document, select it and choose Properties from the File menu. You can assign attributes to a folder or document that allow it to be read-only, to prevent other users from changing or deleting it, hidden so that it can't be accessed unless you know its name, or archived where it's saved as a backup copy. After you make your selections, choose OK. Before you can copy files or directories to a floppy disk, you must format it. Formatting is also excellent for erasing a disk, especially when it contains files that can be otherwise undeleted with various software utilities. Select a floppy disk icon and choose Format from the File menu. Next, select the capacity. This selection automatically changes to match the type of disk drive. Select Quick to reformat a previously formatted diskette, Full to format a new diskette, or Copy System Files Only to install the system files on a previously formatted disk. Enter a volume label of up to 11 characters in the Label text box. If you want to install the system files on a disk while formatting, select the Copy System Files checkbox. Click OK to start formatting. You can copy the contents of one floppy disk to another, but before you do, make sure that the destination disk has at least as much storage capacity as the source disk. Choose a floppy icon, then, from the File menu, choose Copy Disk. Select the Copy From and Copy To disks from the lists. If you're using one floppy disk drive, you'll be prompted to insert the source and destination disks. To start copying, click OK. You can change the name of any disk drive in the My Computer or Windows Explorer windows. From the File menu, choose Properties and select the General tab. Enter a label name of up to 11 characters and click OK. Before you can copy files, if you have installed Quick View, you can view documents that were created with popular Windows-based programs without even starting the program. Click a document and choose Quick View from the File menu. You can change the way a document appears by clicking a command on the View menu. To view another document, drag its icon to the Quick View window. To view a document on your desktop, right-click the document and then choose Quick View. To edit the document, go to the File menu and click Open File for editing. You can locate files, folders, other computers, or resources easily by using the Find command. If you can't remember where a file or folder is located, click the Start button, choose Find, and click Files or Folders. In the Named box, type all or part of the file's name or extension. If it's helpful, you can use the wildcard characters, asterisk to replace a series of characters, or question mark to replace any single character. In the Look In drop-down list, select the drive in which you want to search. If you want to specify a folder, click Browse. To search through all subfolders, select the Include Subfolders checkbox. Click Find Now to begin the search. You can drag files out of the Find window to another folder or window, or double-click them to open them. You can access the Find command from the Start button. If you don't know the name of the file, or if you want to search with other criteria, click the Date Modified or Advanced tabs. To start the search, click Find Now. Find will display a listing of all files and folders that it finds, including the location, file size, and last modification date for each item. The files listed can then be opened or dragged out of the Find window into another folder or window. If you're looking for a computer and you know its name, you can use the Find tool to locate it. From the Find menu, choose Computer. Type the computer name in the Named box. If you don't enter one, Find will list all computers that it can locate. If you know the path to a shared folder on the computer you are searching for, you can specify both the computer and the folder name. To start the search, click Find Now. It's easy to find information on any subject on the Microsoft network, even when you don't know where to look. From the Find menu, choose the Microsoft Network. Specify what words to look for in Containing, and where to look in Name, Topic, Place, and People, or Description. Select the type of service you want to search through in the Of Type box. You can narrow your search by selecting a category in the In Folder box. You can even enter a specific geographic region in the In Place box. Click Find Now to start the search. This automatically starts the Microsoft Network. Log on by entering your member ID and password and choose Connect. Go directly to a service by double-clicking it from the list of services meeting your criteria.
Being in sales, I can never resist expanding on the features and benefits of products I believe in. When it comes to keeping track of documents and files, I guess the benefits of Windows 95 are pretty obvious. But let me add a few tips that'll help you save some time and effort. One thing I use all the time is shortcut menus. If you use your right mouse button to click an item, you'll see a shortcut menu displaying commands commonly used on that item. For example, say you right-click a file. You can then choose a command from the shortcut menu to open it, copy it, create a shortcut to it, or delete it. And speaking of right-clicking, you know how you can click and drag an icon to a new location? Well, if you use your right mouse button to click and drag an icon, a menu will appear with the options to move the icon, copy it, or create a shortcut.
Thanks, Tony. I've got a couple of tips too. My favorite way of opening a document that I've recently used is to select it from the Start button's document menu. Also, when you're using Windows Explorer, you can quickly jump to a folder by pressing the first letter of its name. This will highlight the first folder starting with that letter. If there's more than one folder starting with the same letter, press the letter again to move to the next one.